Right now, the Colt McCoy would probably be the opening day starter next year. Unless there's an open competition with Josh Johnson, or they just decide we're going to draft a quarterback in the first round and we're going to start him in week one.
If Colt McCoy is your opening day starter in 2019, that signals to me that you're punting 2019. You're punting it away.
Well, we can throw it out there to callers too. Who do you want to see as your opening day quarterback next year, assuming Alex Smith will not be ready?
Right.
800-636-1067. Now, don't throw out Nick Foles or Joe Flacco.
Right.
They can't afford those guys. I saw the most recent analysis of what the Redskins cap hit would be if they decided to get rid of Alex Smith. $54 million.
Well, they clearly can't do that.
Or they would still owe him $54 million.
Yeah. No,
$54 million, you're kind of locked into the guy.
They're being crushed by the salary cap commitment to Alex Smith at this point, especially if he can't play. I mean, it's devastating for the franchise going forward, at least in the next 2 or 3 years, because where are you going to find the money to pay a decent quarterback?
I just hope I start seeing pictures of him walking around, because somebody tweeted us a picture at Junks Radio. I believe it was right before Christmas.
Right.
I think it was Target. In a wheelchair still.
Well, I mean, it's a devastating injury. He had to fight the bacterial infection that kept him in the hospital up to a few weeks ago.
At what point does he move to the crutches?
I don't know. Well, I'm sure I have the inner track on his rehab and how long it's going to take for him to get out of his wheelchair.
Cakes, who do you want the opening day starter to be, assuming it's not Alex Smith?
Ooh, I think when we did this a few weeks ago, I guessed that the opening day starter would be Josh McCown, just because they don't have a lot of money to spend on a quarterback.
I'm not asking you who you believe.
Who I
said
want
who
it to
want.
be?
If you were running the show, they get rid of Donk Allen and they bring in Donk Cakes.
This is a difficult decision. I would want it to be, I guess, I don't know. It's a perplexing question because Colt McCoy is not a great option. He's coming off a broken leg. Josh Johnson, he's been okay, but I don't want him as my starting quarterback week 1 in 2019. There's not an impressive list of free agents to pick from, and you probably can't afford 80% of them. Not sure who I want it to be. I don't know.
I would want it to be Josh Johnson.
You want it to be a guy who's been a journeyman, who's been on like 12 different teams.
I'm more impressed by Josh Johnson than Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy's bitter. I'm being realistic on what the Redskins are going to have to choose from, okay? I don't think they're going to go out and spend all this money on a Joe Flacco. They're just not going to be able to afford it. Or Nick Foles or Ryan Tannehill, whoever the heck's out there that may be an upgrade. I think it's going to come down to a competition between Colt McCoy and Josh Johnson. They're going to draft somebody, so that's 3 quarterbacks. Alex Smith likely to be on the PUP list. Who knows when he'd be available. And I'd rather see Josh Johnson. I think he gives him a better chance to win. And if you give him a full training camp, he's limited right now. He said he played Madden to learn the players he's playing with, and he's dealing with the brand new playbook. All right, Colt McCoy has an advantage. He's been in the system for all these years, but Colt has never blown me away. People love to talk about his win against Dallas. Guess what? Josh Johnson has a more recent win.
Okay, I like what Josh Johnson has done, but if he's your starting quarterback in 2019, I couldn't be happier about placing a bet that the Redskins don't win more than 5 games.
Okay, fine.
And that is if you go from winning 7 or 8 games this year, whatever it winds up being, to 4 or 5 next year, you think the stands are empty now? Wait until next year. Wait until you see what that stadium looks like.
He won a game already this year, and they were right there in this last game against Tennessee, who's vying for a playoff berth. So I don't think it'd be as bad as you think. Let's go to the phones, 800-636-1067.
Let's go to Tom in Rockville. What's up, Tom? You're on with the Junks. Good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I tell you what,
Tom, before you chime in on the quarterback situation, let me ask you the first question which we posed, which was, do you want to see them win on Sunday? What do you want to see happen on Sunday?
I want to see a good game out of Josh Johnson. The guy throws a pretty ball, good on his feet. He's poised in the pocket. He's a great story. You want to root for the guy.
Totally agree with you. Do you think he'll have a realistic chance to make the team next year?
I think, just like you guys said, this is the audition going into this week. I've been rooting for Colt McCoy and texting with friends, and they're all making fun of me for years now because I kept saying that Colt McCoy should be the starter. But, man, when he came in, all he was doing was floating the ball. There was no zip. But you look at Josh Johnson, and that ball comes out pretty tight. Wouldn't you agree?
It definitely looks like he has a better arm than Colt McCoy. Thanks, Tom.
I don't think that's saying much. I don't think anybody's lauding Colt McCoy on his arm strength. By the way, Josh Johnson in 3 games thrown 3 touchdowns and 3 picks.
Okay,
He's a 1-to-1 guy. It's a small sample size.
The third pick, okay, you should eliminate that. You watched the game. He just threw a desperation pass.